Hello, everybody. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you
Hello.
are at the moment. Hello. Welcome to the stream, classmates. Welcome to Kilig Cafe. Ang aga nung dalawang tao. Hi, Hi, Jella. Hi,
Early
Mina. Thank you
birds.
for being here.
Good job.
Ayan.
Hello.
May mga ganyan talaga 'di ba, classmates na maaga papasok
Yes,
sa
oo.
sa class.
Yes. Meron talagang maaga laging pumasok. Hello, welcome to the stream. And if you're watching us right now, please tell us where you're from. Where you're from? please, please tell us where you're watching us from. Or you can also tell us what you're having for dinner. I don't know. It's dinner time. So
Singing
some of us
food.
here might be having dinner or might be having coffee, yan, ganyan. So, may coffee lang ako, pero 3-in-1 siya. Yan, yung usual na 3-in-1 dito sa bahay. Kayo guys, anong baon nyo today? Yan.
What is 3 in 1? Just.
Oh my God,
Oh my
wala
God.
ko curious.
I'm sorry,
May,
I don't
may
know
one
I don't know
second
what
na
that
parang
is.
Ni Tanya. What's
I feel
instant coffee?
I feel like a dukha. Charot!
What's it? Great taste? Ano to?
what
Thank
are
you
What's
three?
for,
that?
Why are they in
thank you
one?
for, ay,
Oh
nako.
my God.
Anyway, okay, so tonight, our episode, this Kilig Cafe episode is all about our favorite romance book covers. So, I thought about this kasi recently, it's actually hindi really recently like during this pandemic, we have been seeing like a lot of, 'di ba, new releases and syempre parang ang tawag dito, we kind of compare one book to another because of the covers, ganyan. And
Mm.
meron tayong GC where we are like, sana ganyan yung ginawa, ganyan. So, I felt
We
like
do?
kailangan may hindi ka pa kasama?
I don't
Di
know
ba
this
nakita
Hindi ka
GC.
kasama
na?
sa GC? So I felt like
I
we
don't
can,
recall.
discuss a little bit about the covers that we like, why we like it. Kasi syempre we're also consumers of romance and baka lang may nakikinig sa somewhere and they take notes, ganyan. Baka lang. Yan. Alright, so
Baka
tonight I'm
sakali
going to
lang.
be joined by I'm going to be joined by authors Bianca Mori, Carla de Guzman, and book designer Tania Arpa. Say hello, guys.
Hello,
Ayan.
guys.
Hello!
Introduce yourselves na lang pala
Hello.
muna, one by one. So, we'll do Bianca, Carla, and then Tanya.
Hello. I'm Bianca Mori. I write lots of romance books, but lately I have been writing high society romance. Like this is my last book, One Night at the Penthouse Suite. And together with Carla and Suzette, we also wrote Alta. So mga high society romances. My pronouns are she and her. And in my day job, I work in corporate marketing and managing creative agencies. So I look at a lot of graphics and photos all the time. So yon. Hello everyone.
Thanks, Bianca. Now, let's go to Carla.
Hello! My name is Carla de Guzman. I am an author. I write contemporary romance novels and I also make my own covers. Of course, wala akong hawak na sample right now. I'm so prepared. But yeah, I make my own. I design my own covers and I do lettering and covers for other people sometimes as well. My day job has nothing to do with art or romance, but I have um dabbled in lettering and art and all that kind of things ever since I was young. So this is kind of like a second hobby for me. There. Oh, I my pronouns are also she and her.
Okay, thanks, Carla. Okay, let's move on to Tanya.
Hello, I'm Tania Arpa. My pronouns are she and her, and I am a book designer. I've designed mostly romance books, uh, including I think I've designed a book for Carla de Guzman
Yes.
in the early
My
days.
very
Yes,
first
right?
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also Bianca Mori's most recent book, One Night at the Penthouse Suite, which is also one of my designs. And yes, mostly romance and a lot of romance class books.
Thanks, Tanya. Ayan. So now that we have, okay, sorry, I'm gonna introduce myself pala. I keep forgetting this. My name is Tara Frejas. I am a romance author, and I'm also a romance class author. And my pronouns are she and her. I will be your host for tonight. Ayan. So, wait, naglalag ako. Is it?
No, you're okay.
I'm fine. Okay, sige. I felt like my laptop was lagging. Please hold on. Hang on, laptop. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, let's start the conversation. So the first question we have is, in your opinion, what is it that makes a great romance book cover? So, we won't do alphabetical order now. So if you want to answer, just go for it. Just go ahead.
Tanya, you wanna go first? I feel like there's something.
Set us up, Tanya.
Sure. What makes a great romance book cover? Because yeah, I guess I can answer this because I don't really do a lot of other genres. What makes a great romance book cover is, well, for one thing, it's not ugly. That is my first.
Very important.
I mean, there
True.
there's so many, because there's so
There.
many things that you need to consider. Like
Yeah.
for me, the very first question is like, is it not ugly? Is it attractive? It should at
Mm,
the very least be nice to look at, right? And also, as with any kind of book cover, it should look like it belongs to the genre. So it should look like a romance book, because
mm,
we are when we make books when we make books, it's sort of, somebody mentioned, it was like having a conversation with all the other books that have already been published.
mm.
So you want to be unique, fine, but what you're really going for is a book cover that, while it stands out, it still looks like it belongs to the genre. And
Right.
because the book cover tells you a lot about the book, it should, you know s- tell you the mood of the book, what's more or less what to expect. It's like the very first content warning you will see. So, should you expect spicy romance? Should you expect sweet romance? Should more or less, you can figure out, like, especially the heat level of the book. So, I mean, if it's going to be something very stressful or dramatic, I mean, you should have more or less an idea of what it is just by looking at the cover.
Mm.
So and
Agree.
it should celebrate. It should celebrate the romance in it. These are
Right.
my favorite
Yes.
books that are look like they're celebrating the people in it, the characters, the love, the romance. So
I love
that is
that.
my answer.
I love that too. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Should also say something about the story. So, it will give you a clue about what's inside. So, for me, like the cover and then the back cover blurb should coordinate.
Right.
So, if it's like, you know, medyo cheerful yung cover and then the back cover blurb or the reviews biglang may trauma pala. Parang, how, where, where'd that come
Surprise
from?
drama.
Where did that
Hindi
come
ako
from?
prepared. Yun. And like what Tanya said, like it will tell you about the heat level. So, like what Tanya did with my book, di ba? Obviously, may heat. Kasi hindi naman
Mm.
sila mukhang magaganchilyo lang. Right? So,
Speaking
yun.
of which, I just
Incredibly enough.
we did not plan this.
Topic.
We did not plan it.
No, but I agree. Like, I think my favorite romance covers are the ones na, like Tanya said, it really celebrates what's in the book. So parang, apparently the bar is now so low na when I see a couple that look like their characters and they are together in the cover, masaya na ako. Um, and diba, it feels so so easy to say that that's what a good cover looks like, but um there are so many ways you can approach a romance cover, but still have those important elements of telling you what's inside, celebrating the couple, at the very least, actually representing the couple in the book with your cover. So parang it doesn't sound too hard, pero sometimes it happens. It's my unang
You would think it
pasabog for
you would
tonight.
think, right?
Guilty, Carla.
I mean, later we're gonna show our favorite romance book
Yeah,
covers, right? So
yeah.
it's sort of. Oh, another thing I need to add. Tara has left us. I think she's having
Yeah.
problems with her
Oh no.
internet, but it's
But
okay. We will soldier on.
persevere. Yeah.
Yes. One thing I want to add is what Bianca said about everything coordinating, like the
Mm.
blurb and the cover, and I should add also the title.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, everything has to go together. Like if you one thing that makes me laugh, it's like when people put literal things on the visuals, like
Right.
whatever's in the title they put in. No, don't do that because it's
That's
for
not what
some
it is.
reason it just seems redundant. So parang
Mm.
yeah, it's like there are so many other things in the book you can add. Like go for that,
Mm.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
yes, and
It,
everybody. Well, when you say romance, it's actually a really big. It's a huge genre. So there's like different kinds, and that's what I like about it. There's like sci-fi romance, and
Mm.
there's YA romance. So
Yeah.
the covers can look like different things, which is why I really want the cover to tell you like which romance this
You're
is,
reading,
what are
right?
you reading?
which one
What
are
am I
you
getting
reading,
into?
or
My
if
least
it's an
favorite
actual
thing.
romance.
My least favorite thing is when you. I mean, let's admit that we judge a book by its cover like a lot,
That's
and
what
then
it's.
when
Absolutely.
That's what the cover is
that's what it's
for.
for, right?
Okay.
Exactly. You pick up a book expecting something, and then you get to a certain part, and you're like, "Wait, lang, this is not what I signed up for." Those are like my
Hey,
least
Tara.
favorite
I
moments.
hate that, Carla. It's like you lied to me.
Yeah, I feel so
The
betrayed. This is not what
betrayal.
your cover and your blurb told me you would be.
And it's very and it's well, I don't know. You would know because you're both authors, Chas, that it's less stressful if the cover does all the work it's supposed to. You don't
Yeah,
have to
right.
go around pleading to people, guys, I swear they kiss, they bang. Do not
You don't
the,
need to go around asking,
yeah, you
do
don't have
they?
to
Do
go
they?
around telling people this.
Yeah.
It's so stressful. Just
Oh
the
my god.
cover itself should be enough to
Should
tell
tell
you.
you.
Yes, it's
Communicate.
Right.
gonna be
Right.
hot, or it's gonna be sweet, or it's gonna be chaste, and with just a lot of banter, stuff like that. So yes. Hey Tara, I'm glad
Hi,
you can join
Hello.
Tara.
us again.
Hello, welcome back to me.
Congratulations,
Nas-
you're back.
Na-stress
Yes.
ako, bigla kayong nawala lahat. So parang ako, what's going on? Tapos yun pala, biglang na ano yung internet ko nawala siya for like a few minutes. So hi. Sorry.
Yeah, it's your
Thank you for
turn. It's
continuing. Thank you. Thank you for continuing the discussion. Ayan.
it's your turn to answer the
Ako
question.
Nga.
hindi, so ako personally
Ayaw.
I agree with I agree with with what Tanya said. Kasi yung kay Tanya yung huli ko narinig bago ako nawala. So anyway, I agree with what Tanya said. Parang the cover should celebrate what it's about, 'di ba? Parang it should tell you that it, like for example, yun nga, when we were younger, when we consumed kunwari, Goosebumps, 'di ba? Alam mo agad na it's a
Mm.
horror. Alam mo agad na
Yep.
it's a mystery. Nancy Drew, basta mga ganong libro, alam mo agad, cover pa lang, alam mo agad what you're gonna expect. So, pagdating sa romance, syempre, parang I grew up seeing clinch covers. Alam mo agad, pag nakita mo yun sa bookstore, that's a romance. And alam mo yun, kahit na nung time na I wasn't allowed to read mga steamy, ganyan. Alam mo agad na pag nakakita ka ng gano'n na cover, that's
May
what
ano.
alam mo yun, alam mo agad na may banging.
Yeah.
Alam mo agad na may
Oo.
heat level, ganyan. So, I think, hindi naman siya, syempre hindi naman lahat ng libro dapat ganun, di ba? Dahil you have, like, authors have their brands and parang some, tawag dito, some publishing companies have their parang branding din. But, I feel like, kailangan talaga, when you look at a book, you already understand what's happening. Hindi, hindi man what's happening, what it's gonna be about, ganyan. Na
Hmm.
parang meron kang clue na, okay, this is a romance. At the same time, parang, sana hindi masakit sa mata.
You know
Kasi,
what? It's a certain skill level required to make a book
Yes.
cover. Like kasi like may theory on art and type and how to portray a certain thing. That's a whole thing that people study for years.
Exactly.
Is all I'm going to
yes,
say
Which I
about
did
it.
not.
No, pero di ba, Tanya, it comes with experience din na para eventually you
and
learn na, oh,
talent.
this works, this doesn't. These are colors that look good together, these don't work. Parang,
Yeah, mostly I learned it from just reading a lot of books. Because
exactly, yeah.
now you observe these things. So, like, I grew up in my grandmother's house. They had a library. So, I had all my titas. I think they were my titas' romance covers. So, it's very old school. But, yun,
Hmm.
I look at them and, okay, ganito pala yan. And when I read, so I've been reading a lot of books and I look at the cover. I observe like what works, what makes me excited, what makes me wanna
Right.
just
Mm.
buy it.
It makes me want to
So
read
this
it
is
and
for
buy it,
me.
yeah. Exactly.
Ayan. Hi everybody in the chat. Oo, Mina, sana hindi masakit sa mata. Hindi, alam mo ano, kasi
Color wheel.
I have not been buying a lot of
Pakituluan ng
print
ano,
books lately. So nakikita ko lang
color
yung mga
theory.
nakikita ko lang yung mga covers on a screen. So either my laptop or my ano. Minsan talaga sobrang bright na parang
Pow!
I'm already 25. Alam mo yun? I'm already 25. I need to ano,
Your
'di ba?
eyes are
Parang
not
yung
as
mata
good
ko
My
as
parang
it
25
used to
year old
be.
eyes, are
oo,
not what they used to
my
be.
eyes oo. I mean,
At the young age of
2020 pa naman
25,
siya,
I'm
pero sana wag
losing
niyong
my
i-assault
ano.
yung vision ko.
Assault.
You'd like to keep it that way, diba?
Oo,
Pero
parang
it's true, 'di
ganyan.
ba? Like there's a reason why people use bright colors. It's to warn you from going somewhere kasi danger,
Danger.
'di ba? Pero you
Warning
combine them on a
lights!
book, parang hazard.
I do have
Warning
like
pala.
we talked about how the book should give you a really good idea of what's it's I do have like an exception to I give exception to is queer themed books because I sort of get
There
it
you go.
that they can't make it as like hot, I guess, or as obvious as like MF couplings
Right.
and stuff. So I'm sort of yeah, I'm just sort of give them a little leeway because I sort of get it. Not It's not safe for everybody in the whole world to be reading books, and some people really need I can only read print books, may ganon. So yun lang, that's the one exception. That's why there are some queer books nga na it's a different cover pag ebook and iba pag print because
Mm.
I yeah. So yeah, it's very like I like to look at. I just really like looking at covers. It's a thing.
Tara, wala
I
kang
think you're
audio.
muted, Tara.
Wait,
There we go.
okay.
You muted
Okay.
yourself.
No.
Okay. So yun, anyone else has anything to add for this question, or can we move on?
We'll be here all night. we need to stop now.
We've said a lot.
Okay, sige.
Na.
You need
Next
to cut us
question.
off.
Next question. So, ito yung next question. How much does a romance book's cover influence your purchase? So, ayun. Again, anybody can answer. No.
Yes. How much?
A lot.
Yes.
Yes.
It influences a lot. I
Ako parang I didn't think it did before because before the covers were fairly decent, but recently with the covers that are coming out that all kind of look the same, parang nakakawala ng gana na i-browse kasi parang yun na.
Sorry, wait
Yes.
lang, natawa ko dun sa fairly decent kasi parang, please define fairly decent.
No, kasi 'di ba parang they're
What
like what
changed, Iggy?
like what Tanya was saying earlier, 'di ba, a romance book cover should tell you something about the story. It should celebrate romance. It should look like it's part of the genre, and it should really clearly say if it's a high heat level book, if it's a YA, a rom com, horror, or more
Mm.
veering towards women's fiction. So there are ways that you can cue that in the cover. But lately, kasi with the books that we've seen, especially mga trad pub, they kind of flatten all of those categories into one
Hello?
look that's very obvious. Now, when you put the books together, it's like they don't really look different from each other. So now I've realized na yeah, when the look is flattened, it's less interesting to actually go into them and browse. Ganon. Hello,
Wait,
Leila.
I've
I saw a
actually
comment.
listen.
What?
I don't read a lot of YA. It's just um yeah. I don't read. I've read some. I read some sometimes if it's interesting enough. But I don't usually read YA. But I have and there are certain types of books that I don't really because I have
Agree,
certain
Jella.
I
That's
have
what I
certain
agree.
periods of time where I like to read a certain kind of book or whatever. But I have actually and I try to avoid buying print books because of space
Yep.
Right.
considerations. But I have bought like hardcover books just because I really like the cover and it's not even a genre that I read.
Mm.
So that's how much it affects that's how much I a book cover affects my and there was a friend of mine who had a book out. It was an anthology and I was I was of course planning to buy it. And then it came out and the cover was so terrible. Like I'm like
Oh
sorry
no,
man, I'm not
no.
buying this book.
No! Oh
You are my
no. What
friend.
does
I would
not
like to
fit with
support you,
my
but I'm not buying
vibe?
this book.
And Nina says, I feel like I miss out on high heat books I could have liked just because I don't know they're high heat pala,
Yeah,
based on the
exactly.
cover.
Uh-oh. I know I can cite specific examples.
Oh,
Those
Go
of those
on.
covers exactly.
Tell us
No,
more, Carla.
no.
Go
I know.
go on, Carla.
Okay, I will tell you now. Like sa shelf ko meron akong copy ng what's the title? Boyfriend Material ni Alexis Hall. I really liked the book. It was so fun, which is why I decided to buy the print copy. But when you look at the cover, like it looks YA. Like
mm-hmm.
it's the way the vectors are drawn, the way it's set up where they're on opposite sides of the book. It looks like they're not gonna bang, but they do
Make the boys kiss, damn it.
make the boys kiss. And like what
Put
Tanya
them
you were saying
together.
earlier about how sometimes um LGBTQ books are the exception to certain rules when it comes to romance, but it looks YA. They look like they're teenagers from the cover, but they're actually like very adult people in the book at that at that point. And yun, I bought it because I really like the book, but the cover is not my favorite. Same goes with my copy of Love Lettering. It was a gift. I hate the cover.
Sabay sip.
Tapos sip kagad yung pussy.
Chaser.
Hindi sa giant. I was very thirsty. Oh no.
Are you now?
Kat says in the chat, there's a certain art style that I like regardless of genre. James Jean or John? Jean? James Jean illustrated a YA and I got the books but I have never read it.
In fairness to
What
YA, ang daming magagandang covers. But I feel
Yes.
like they have a bigger range of different kinds of covers than romance, which is not tea, it's just fact. Parang it's gaganda eh. Like
Yeah.
I'm always
This is
awed.
YA.
Yeah, YA
Yeah,
in particular.
Yeah.
I feel
Sometimes
like
I
it's a
like
genre
I look
that's
at their covers. I'm like, why can't we do that with?
Yeah.
why can't we have
Diba?
these things?
Parang there's nothing wrong naman per se with illustrated, but make it a good illustration,
Right.
right?
Yes,
With
pay the
shading.
artists. Make them,
Get an artist, get a good artist. There's
I'm
so
pretty
Oh
sure
no,
many.
most,
Leila.
you know what? I'm pretty sure a lot of the artists
Agree,
who make
Layla.
these like flat covers, they could actually do so much better than that. But the
Right.
instructions they were given is make it look like all the
Make
other
it
books.
make it exactly like this other one that we
Ito
already
yung
did.
peg. Gamitin niyo yung peg na to. Ganon.
Correct.
So,
Which is
and
such a
I
wasted
feel bad for them.
opportunity. A
Yes.
wasted opportunity. Kasi like when ako, I don't know if this applies to anyone else, but I swear sometimes when I see an illustrated romance cover done a particular way, my brain turns off and I don't want to read it. Parang
Mm.
eh eh hindi sinayangan ng budget, no thanks.
Alam mo, same. Kasi parang, especially recently when I see the covers na walang face.
Yes,
Oh my
Yung
gosh.
may,
Yeah.
hate.
may tao pero walang facial features like eyes or nose or mouth. Ganyan. Parang,
In
I don't-
2021,
It's
right?
especially sad if they're POC. Because
Yes,
this is
which
not the
happens more
representation
often.
we asked
Happens
for.
more often than
We
than
want to
not.
see our faces.
I think it's
Parang
clever pag like a well-known book like yung Clockwork Orange cover na parang
Oh yeah,
stylized
you
lang
don't.
yung mata.
yeah.
They can
Fine
yes,
if
publish
you
yes.
that
know
with
the
just
book.
the title. It's fine.
Yeah,
Everybody
yung mga
knows what it is.
minimalist covers. But of course, if you're a romance cover, ganyan, tapos walang muka, parang it's so sad. Like,
Di ba
give
kasi
us
parang,
faces.
ano
I
ba
will
meron
say
sa
this is
romance? Di ba
someone
dapat maraming feelings, pero wala kang
Oo,
makitang
oo.
feelings dun sa mukha nung
Sa
tao
mukha
sa
nila.
cover. So parang, what's the point?
Like, I say
Yeah.
this as someone na may cover dati na walang muka, and it's only because hindi ako marunong. Pero like, wala eh. It's 2021. Like, ano pa ba yung point ng walang mukha yung tao? Di ba? Like, why would everyone's been saying na parang it's so important for me to see myself in this book. Are you a
Yeah.
faceless blob, girl? Acceptable ba sa'yo na faceless blob ka? Or like, weird distorted hand ka on someone else's body? Like, no. Exactly,
Yeah.
Jella. Nasaan yung look of love?
Yung look of love.
Wala. Kasi wala even yung mukha. I just don't get it. I really don't get it.
Ayan.
Tapos meron na
Leila
ngayon yung
pala said,
tinatakpan naman yung mukha.
Oh,
Akala ng
yes,
daughter mo
oo.
pwede basahin.
Right.
That's all.
Well.
Kasi nga, when you see the covers now, nga, especially the ones that are really like playful with the mga design. Like for
With the
example,
primary colors.
Hindi, tsaka yung, usually, yung mga nakita ko yung mga baking, tsaka cooking, tapos may mga parang
Right. May
swirly,
floating
swirly
cupcakes.
things. Tapos, oo, di ba?
May
So,
dogs
it
and
makes you
cats.
think na, it makes you
And
think na hindi siya, walang heat.
Yes.
Tapos biglang pagbukas mo, first page pa lang, meron na! It's like, si Beverly Jenkins has this book called Destiny Surrender. Talagang favorite ko siya. Tapos yung cover talaga, like nakaganon yung girl kay kuya. So, and the very first page she has an orgasm on the very first line of the very first page. So parang, you know exactly what you're getting into. Like, adventure.
Damn!
Sexy times. Like, magic eme pa siya. And it's so good. Tapos parang
Wait,
wala
there's
lang.
magic? What?
Parang
That's
there's a side plot na someone is a witch and parang I can see your future. Eme. Oh, it's so good.
Ah.
Literally, yeah, top tier book for me. But yun,
Nice.
ayun. Anyway, naisip ko
Hi,
lang bigla.
Jay. Welcome to the chat. Hello. Ayan.
Hello,
So,
friend.
actually, may ginawa ako parang survey last time before we did this stream. And ito yung mga sagot ng mga tao regarding this question. So, ayan. What draws you to a romance book cover? So, unang sa lahat, cover models.
My favorite.
These are people who buy romance class books, ha. So, I'm pretty sure, kaya
May
kanina, di ba,
bias.
sabi nga ni EK, pag may Jeff at Gio, bili agad. Ganyan.
Benta agad.
Yan. And then the next is illustration or calligraphy. Next is colors. And then the fourth one is if it tells me how steamy the book is. So, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina na parang what to expect, diba? And then number 5 is if the overall aesthetic matches mine. I feel like this is a bookstagrammer or collects books tapos nag-arrange ng books niya according to color. Parang ganun or I don't know. And then the last one is not necessarily cover models daw, but the fashion and styling ng cover models. So parang bet niya yung pag bet niya yung suot or the way the people in the cover on the cover are styled, yun, it draws them to the cover. So yun, that's what that's what we got from that survey. Anyway, gusto ko yung top 1 talaga yung cover models. Kasi,
Oh, most
I mean,
important part.
wag na tayo maglokohan dito. Wag na tayo
Look, shelf
magplastikan.
space is limited. You gotta save it for the ones. So,
Yes, right. Exactly.
Ayun. Ayun. Okay. So, next. This is, okay. Parang ano na natin to, na-cover na natin to. Pero sige, let's talk about your opinion on illustrated covers. So, anong tawag dito? Sige ko paano ko i-frame yung question. Parang, sige, what's your opinion on illustrated covers? So, parang pwede naman natin siyang himayin in i-categorize as this is okay, this is not okay. Parang ganun. So,
look here. There's a way to do it well. I mean, like, there are so many ways to do it well and do it nice and do it within the expectations of the genre and still celebrate the couple inside. Like, hi Jay.
Hello, Jay.
There is it's possible.
I hope
It's
you're
not-
thirsty for TJ.
It's not in the realm of impossible things to do a really nice illustrated cover. It's just that it's starting to feel like a deliberate choice not to do it well.
yeah.
Yan na naman siya.
That's it.
Sorry.
You know what I miss? You know what illustrated covers I miss? I think they used to do this back in like a few decades ago. They take a photo of a model and in a pose, and
Then
then
they painted.
some artist will
Right.
paint it. I was like,
Yep.
oh my god, that is so bad. I mean, it's so amazing. Imagine all the work that went in, like the cover, the models got paid, the photographer got paid,
Right.
artist got paid, and the designer.
It's
Like, wow,
Miles
like
did
so
that
much
for
work.
Miles did that for like nobody's watching. Yung book ni
She
Tio.
paint that,
Yep.
or
Yeah,
was
she
it?
did. She did.
illustrated?
It
Oh
was
my
a
god!
listing photo,
Ano,
di
that's
ba?
a photo of Fred.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Pati sa Keeping Miss Kalila, that's a photo of Gio and Gab. And I asked her
Na
to, to illustrate.
nire-paint niya.
Kasi, syempre, hindi naman buntis si Gab, di ba, when we shot that. So, sabi ko sa kanya, I needed I needed the main character
Scandal.
to look pregnant. Yan. So,
Oo.
yun.
Just to add lang, to singit my day job thing. So, one of the things that we track in marketing is yung annual trends in graphic design. And kasi we have to, our branding, our work that we send out has to keep up with the trends. Yung vector, flat, no shading, faceless blob design, as in 2017 patay na siya. As in
Yeah.
all of the graphic design surveys say we are moving away from this. Even Google icons in our phone have shading now because flat design has been dead for years. So I don't know why. I don't know why. Pinipilit ang vector
I wonder
flat
why.
design.
I don't know either.
Well, we have
Don't
an
ask
idea,
us.
but yun lang.
Yeah. There's a reason why I do mostly photo covers, because I can't draw. I can't
Grabe.
draw. So yon, but there are lots of illustrated covers naman that are like actually quite gorgeous. I like to see them on, well, there a lot of YA, and
Mhm.
especially if they're low heat, it's like it's
Mhm.
perfect if they make the art, they let the artist, just go to town on the
Mm.
on the illustration and like do their
Yeah.
best. It's it could be so effective and pretty. I just
I kind of. Oh, so you go.
No.
I kind of appreciate na I guess one of the few shining lights of what romance is doing now is that you're starting to have recognizable names of people who make illustrated romance covers. So there's Lenny Kaufman, Bofeng Lin, Eric Davila. So they're household names. Like they're becoming like household names coming up. But there should be more. There should be so much more because there are just so many artists out there. Like in this country pa lang, in one community pa lang, ilan na tayong like how many of us dabble in making covers, offer making covers. So yeah, there's just so much room for more things and they are not letting us have it. And I say that and then finish my sentence with drinking water again.
It's very telling when an author like tweets their book cover tapos no credited artist, and then they say, "Oh, I credit the
The
art
publisher.
department of my publisher,"
Mm,
because maybe it was clip art. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Maybe
I
nobody
don't
really
know.
spent time
you
on it.
know, it's not beyond the realm of possibility that the artist was, they were told to do this, to do a certain illustration, and they
Mm,
didn't really. It did not. It did not. You know, show the full talent that they're capable
yeah.
of. So they're like, please do not. Please
No,
don't
and
credit me.
and like I get the love for illustrated covers because like a few years ago we didn't have stock photos of
Yeah.
our people, of our actors, of our ano. So we had to be the illustrated cover people. And then suddenly when we had photos, parang biglang, why is everybody on the faceless train now? It makes no sense. It almost feels like it's deliberate, like they're trying to make sure certain people don't, I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing with, if you don't have more covers with like POC on them, POC models,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like there will be fewer. I mean, it's an industry, right? If there's
Mm-hmm.
a bigger demand for photo covers for certain genres, which
Mm-mm.
expect photo covers, if there's a bigger demand for these models, there will be more of them. It's like
Yes.
more jobs. What this
And
is, we don't want to
setting
see
up
the
your own
same.
shoot.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. It's
No, we are
and
actually
parang
lucky. We don't have to. We
we can
don't
do
spend
it.
as much. Yes, as
Mm-mm,
if you were
mm-mm,
like in the states or whatever. But
mm-mm.
yeah,
But
but
apparently they can also do it.
publishers can
They can
afford
do
it.
it too. Apparently they can do it too. Like we've seen them do it.
We're
I guess they just
indie.
choose not
If
to.
you're a publisher, you're a big publisher. You should be able to do that too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry to your budget publishers.
And she said in the chat, I super love vector art. Daming talented vector artists. I just don't think they're choosing the right ones for romance book covers or if it fits romance at all.
Yeah, I
And then
agree,
good
G.
vector art takes a lot of effort, and if wala halos effort, it's obvious.
Agree.
Correct.
Agree. Kasi nga, it's like half the, like I said, na sobrang daming artists out there who can do, I feel like can do it well, pero wala, they're not the ones na pinipili. Ganun. Yeah, no more faceless
Now
blobs,
we are
no
all
more
sad.
blobby hands, no
Yeah.
more,
No more Lego people.
no more Lego
Lego.
people. Oh,
Oh my god.
may title ako pero wag na.
Fine.
Oops. Okay. Sige, next. I sorry. Bianca, do you have anything
Nope, nope,
else to say? Okay.
nope.
So
Go
next
ahead.
is, what's your opinion on photo covers with no people in
This
romance
is
books?
romance, right?
Yes, in romance books. We've seen some. I remember something. I don't remember the title, but I remember like a book that's parang alam ko romance siya tapos parang it's a dinner table with wine
Mm.
glasses and
Hmm.
a candle, lighted candle ganyan. So parang okay. So yun. Anyway, what can you say about these kinds of covers?
The real danger with that is it's going to make the book look like something else. Like
Yeah,
if
like
it's
cookbooks,
food,
sabi.
it's going to
As
look
she
like a
says,
cookbook.
cookbooks.
Please,
Yeah.
cookbooks.
Ako, I don't know
Right?
why, pero like, photo covers of yeah, still lifes of things remind me either of women's fiction, which is a
Yes.
completely different genre, or inspire like I don't know, chicken soup for the soul, or your
Mm.
spiritual journey to like a healthy and happy lifestyle. Parang ganun yung naaalala
Right.
ko, and and then when you open it and they're banging, like what? I did not expect this.
Bahay.
Think of all the readers who would
Bye.
have wanted to read that, but did not think that book
Didn't.
was headbanging.
Mm-mm. Or the readers who picked it up because they expected that it wouldn't have it. It's biglang, surprise banging? I did not sign up for this. It's
I
Please
think
do
it's
not
yung
for
give
me.
ano,
It,
please do
it
not
can
give
be
people
misleading.
please do not give people banging against their
there was
Against
a
their
time na I feel na yung
will.
still life approach was kind of popular kasi we had yung the Twilight covers and then the
Right.
50 Shades of Grey
Ah,
covers. Tapos I remember si
the one with the
Liberating
apple.
Lazy had those white flowers, ganyan ganyan. So, yun. Pero yun nga that was like a mid 2010s.
20, oo,
So,
ang tagal na nun.
oo. Medyo
I
move
was
on na
only
tayo.
10 years old. Yeah.
Miles said it was the
It
table
was
where
a
the
My
action
table.
was going to happen.
girl.
in the words of Doc Leslie, how unsanitary.
Oh my God. May binasa din ako recently. They did it on the table. Parang, why? Stop. Stop. Not there.
Think of the
Oh my
children.
God. Think of the people who have to eat on that table. You're in a hotel. No.
Yun.
Masasabi po ba tayo? Parang ano, it is what it is. And, it's old. Di ba?
I
Yeah,
think
yung old
Twilight at
Twilight
least
aesthetic.
put some effort in the like
Mm-mm.
it wasn't just
It
a
was a
photo of a
style eh.
thing. It
Mm-mm.
was
It
they
was,
style and
Mm-mm.
you could sort of and I thought it sort of worked naman.
Yeah.
I
May
just
because it's
symbolism
moody.
kasi, di ba, with
Oo,
yeah.
moody
the
and makes
And went with
symbolism
the
apple.
to the books.
title. It's like
Oo.
Work. Yeah.
no
But then
problem.
everybody started doing it. It's parang,
Oo.
yeah.
And then you associate it with something else
Yes.
completely. Not yun.
I think it's
It's
maybe it's time for a comeback.
yung item, yung isang item lang. Like a chess
Yeah.
piece.
That's may moody
Breaking
lighting.
Dawn. Oo, mood lighting, gano'n.
Pwede. Try
Okay, next.
natin.
Next. Okay. So, what's your opinion naman on re-release covers that look completely different? Kasi 'di ba parang actually when I wrote this down, I had one cover in mind.
Sino? Sabihin mo na!
It it was Lucy Parker's Act Like It.
Ah! Yeah.
Because the original photo cover was so beautiful, and then they re-released it for Target ba or some
Yeah,
I don't
parang
know, like
Mass market.
mass market paperback, and it featured
It
like
was
a
just a theater
marquee.
sign, right?
Di ba, the theater sign. Tapos it looked phallic pa. So parang ako, what are you trying to tell us?
And then,
I mean,
oo.
di ba?
Yung
So
ganyan
parang,
ko, yung ganyan ko is si Tessa Dare.
Oh,
Which one
that's
was
the one I
that?
was thinking.
Si Castles
Romancing the
Ever
Loop.
After. Yes! Tapos biglang, yung new cover is like magenta and nasa middle lang silang dalawa. And I think wala rin silang mukha.
Walang
Which is just,
shadows.
walang shadows, walang mukha. It's just the title in playlist font. Tapos parang, this is terrible. This is not
That was
cute.
that was a thing I liked about for a while nga the historical romance genre, particularly uh the Regency, because there was this time that was all I was reading. And I was so
Mm.
happy, like because they were still using photo covers on it,
Yeah,
or they made it look like paintings, but they were still actual people.
yeah.
And then suddenly, oh no, they're doing
I can
Infiltrated.
I can name the exact book where this trend started for historical romance and ruined it for the genre. I'm sorry. Yeah, yun pa, Mina, sometimes you see a font and it's like, Oh
Yan na
no,
naman.
this is free on Canva.
And Tessa Dare's covers are so hot pa eh. That's like that I'm
They
gonna miss it if
are.
they change it. I actually okay when you gave the question earlier about re-releasing cover, like re-releasing books with a different cover. Tama ba? That's what it
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
My first thought is, well, yeah, I mean if a book is 20 years old, you will want to update the cover for,
Yeah.
the whatever is the trend right now. But I mean if you're gonna do it to a book that's like 5 years old or less, at least make it an improvement.
Right.
Like the
Mm-hmm.
new
Yeah,
one
I
should
think
be.
Diba? I
it
mean,
should
if
be
the dress
better.
fits, diba? Classic
Huh?
example. Char.
Ano yun?
I
Yes.
mean, I
Ano
Cringe
like,
yung
I like,
cover.
pwede?
I like if the dress fits the first one. I like the cover for that. And then the second, the re-release was just so much better. I mean, come on. We were also happy with it.
we were
Even
there. We were there when they
hindi pa
shot it.
na-release, hindi pa na-release yung second edition. We were like, come on. Bring it out to the world. Come on, Charlotte, do it.
Sino yun? Ano libro yan? Hindi ako familiar.
Suddenly,
Kasi
I
nga,
don't know
diba?
it. I don't know it.
Suddenly,
Kasi nga,
suddenly my internet
I don't
died.
know her. I don't know the girl on the cover.
Who's she?
that's
Who's
an
she? She's
improvement.
pretty.
Listen, okay yun sa akin if you're gonna release something tapos you're gonna like step your game up.
Right.
Tapos
I
hindi yung
will
tipong
say
mag-request
mm,
ka to ano.
to No Face. To No Face Blobs. I think one series that kind of did it well for me is si Bridgerton. Diba,
Mm.
I have no idea how old the Bridgerton series actually is. Like yung original, like yung covers that I'm familiar with was yung item, like minsan may bed, may sword for some reason. Yung book ni Colin, may mirror, wala namang
I'm
mirror
sorry,
sa book.
sword?
May
Yeah,
sword sa bed.
The Viscounts Will Love Me, if I'm right, is a sword. There's a sword on the cover. And then yung kay Francesca is like, it's a bed, tapos may Scottish tartan na nakatayo on the post.
Ooh.
Anyway, so those are like I like those as as thing covers. But then because nga na pick up sila na Netflix, they redid the covers na parang soft, ethereal, headless people, but like we take our wins when we can get them.
Yeah.
Like hanggang dito lang yung kita, and they didn't actually use the actors. Pero like it's for me it's nicer kasi like you can see who is inside the book. Ang complaint ko lang is yung Penelope character nila is not plus size, but then the
Oo
bar
nga.
is low.
If you're gonna listen, if your character is plus size, hire a plus size model.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There should be
We
a.
exist.
I mean, we need jobs for plus size models. Okay.
Right. Excuse
Yeah.
me, ang magaganda ang mga plus size model.
Yes. So
Again,
yeah,
please do not. And again, you're lying to people, diba? If your character in the book is a plus sized person, like make sure they know it in the front. Like,
Right.
so
And
Yeah.
unintended
we're just
effect.
trying to give jobs to everybody. We're just trying to give jobs to
Yeah.
artists and models.
Yeah.
Come on.
We just want people to be happy with the books
And
that
if the
they get.
cover model is like not plus size, and then in the book, parang she talks about how big she is. Parang ako as a reader like, ay, okay, so I'm a ano pala. What am I
Oo,
compared to
parang,
her?
oo,
Di ba?
oo,
I am a
totoo.
whale. What?
Totoo.
Yeah.
I remember that's exactly what happened for me with certain recent release of someone na parang talagang it's sobrang ganyang kapayat yung girl sa picture. Pero in the book, parang she talks about, oh, you're too chubby to get married. Parang, what is this? I stopped reading immediately. Wala eh, parang, why? What's the point? What's the
Yeah. I think I know
for
that
reading
cover.
it?
Parang may konting laman lang yung arms niya. Tapos,
Oo,
okay,
parang,
hindi ka na
are
pwedeng
you,
ikasal.
are you freaking kidding me?
Wait, this
Parang,
explains a
okay.
lot. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Ganun lang pala yun, di ba?
This
Napacheck ako ng
explains a
Bawal,
lot.
bawal.
Uh,
Okay.
I think with everything naman, there's a way to do it well. It's just that sometimes they don't do it well.
Or they choose not to do it.
Yes.
It is a choice.
Yeah,
it is a
it's
choice.
usually a
It's a
choice
choice
not
eh.
to do it well. Mm-mm.
Ayun. Mina said pala, it's nice if each edition is something people will want to own. Which
Mm-mm.
Diba?
is
Make it
true. Oo. Kasi,
special.
'di ba, parang there are books talaga na nagre-release sila tapos ang ganda ng collection. So you really will get it kahit na for example, meron ka ng full collection
Mm-mm.
tapos alam mo yun, isasabay mo lang siya dun sa ano mo, sa shelf mo, parang ganun. Ayan. Si Chi, translation for me, I'm gonna dialogue.
Exactly.
No,
Diba? Like,
you're not alone. We're all in
Oh,
this together. Charot.
Yeah, and we're only 25. Our life is still ahead of us.
it's still ahead of
Ayan, okay.
also telling plus size women that they're not, they can't be married or have their HE is the opposite of the point of romance. Diba?
Right,
It's
exactly.
here, here.
supposed to be for
Mm-mm.
everybody. I remember reading a book and it was like this this rich hockey player and this rich actress, and what am I reading this for? It's like you have everything.
What do you
You're
need?
both
What is
rich
this?
and attractive. What am I doing here? Sorry.
Akala ko kasi hockey. Parang, ha? What? Hockey?
Parang like, what is the point of this book?
Oh my God, ganyan din ako sa baseball. Parang, what?
What?
Baseball? How?
So yeah.
I can't with these
Okay.
words.
Okay. Okay, let's move on
Okay,
to the
Tara.
next question. Okay, ito na. What are your favorite romance class book covers and why do you like them? Ayan na, so enter na tayo. Okay.
Things we
Okay,
like naman.
we'll do
Oh,
we'll
nice
do,
things on, nice things.
we'll do na, alphabetical order na. Sige. So we'll
Okay.
start with Bianca Mori. Let's go.
So my first choice for my favorite cover is Mango Summer. Tama, mas maganda. Yan.
Yes!
I love this cover. Diba, summery, the colors are so great. Yung yellow, the purple, parang sunset kasi madaming eksena na sunset doon sa book. Plus, yung Gio and Gab look amazing in this cover.
Yes.
So, yun. And then the font is on point kasi it feels dynamic. It feels like a vacation sort of a thing. So it really fits the book. That's why I really like it. I also like some apparently Gio and Gab bias ko kasi I also like Keep the Faith yung re-release
Ay, wait. I
uh,
have that. Wait lang.
ni Anna ni yun ni Ana Tejano. So we can flash it. So it's also Gio and Gab. Tapos the colors are so amazing. The greens. I'm not usually a fan of green, pero yung green ng book na to is really captivating. Tsaka parang, diba, it's all about growth and finding yourself and parang
Mm.
disaster
Wait lang,
relief,
sorry.
ganyan.
Hindi mo bukas yung ano ko, share screen ko. Wait lang. Sige, go.
Sige.
No,
Please
tapos
go
gusto ko
on.
yung background niya is a storm map, parang map ng bagyo, which is sobrang
Yes,
appropriate for
oo.
the book. And kakaiba talaga.
It's so smart.
Oo.
Tapos
So,
ang ganda nung
so
clinch
clever.
nila.
Oo,
Super
totoo.
So,
Intimate.
ayan
Which is
na,
everything
ito
we
na.
want.
ito na siya.
Ayan na, friend.
Ayan na.
Yan.
Sorry.
Ayan.
Diba? Oh, this
Tinan mo
one's
naman.
sweet. Oh,
Oh,
yun.
ayan na.
I love
The
the
nose
That's a
thing,
storm
no?
map. I had
Is
no
it?
idea.
Yes.
Or is it?
I
Or
thought
is
it
it
was-
like a cathedral window?
Yun yung thought
Yeah.
ko.
Could be
I
either,
akala ko
no?
it was like stained glass ng cathedral.
Parang I feel like
It works.
could be either
Parang it
or
works both
both.
ways, no? Kasi nga,
Oo.
it also, the story also has like a faith side to
yun
it.
nga eh, diba? So, yeah, nga, it makes sense. It's a cathedral. Hindi pala.
Yun.
Hindi ako sure. Like, I'm sure Miles can clear it up what it actually is. But
Yes, Miles.
for me, it is both. It can be both. It works both
Oo.
ways. Yeah, nose to
Nose
nose
to
pa,
nose
pues.
pa.
Ayan, sabi ni Miles,
Stained glass na
the
story.
storm map.
Yes.
Confirmed.
There you go.
Correct.
It's both. Thank you. I wasn't imagining.
Wow.
My eyes are not so
It's so
so bad.
I'm about
See,
to
that's what we're talking about. Yung dapat pinag-iisipan. Yung,
No, di ba may layers of meaning? Grabe.
Yeah. And it's
Galing-galing
so
talaga
subtle.
ng mga designers
Galing-galing talaga ni Miles.
Saka ni Miles. Yun. Okay. I also like So Forward, the Mina V. Esguerra. And of course, after medyo pareho yung reasoning ko for this in the next book that I'm going to mention. So, just the look of Sam here, looking straight at the camera, parang it's so soft,
Mm-mm.
but it's also very assertive. Syempre may papanga, 'di ba? Panga-panga School of Romance is always a winner. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yung last cover naman is How She Likes It ni Carla de Guzman, who is here with us. So
Yes.
again, yung MC looking straight at the camera. I love the red of this and then the warm lighting. Yung design dyan sa corner. So, 'di ba si Isabel is Chinese Chinoy descent
Yeah.
siya or something. Yeah. So
Mm-mm.
parang
And she
it
goes to
it
Shanghai.
correct. So correct kasi ikaw nagsulat, 'di ba?
Oo nga.
Salamat ah.
Thank you for confirming. Pero yun, parang it really evokes yung laman ng libro. And she has a lipstick company, so that lovely red lip on the
Yes,
cover.
yung
Yeah.
Yes,
lipstick talaga yun.
sadya. I think I remember parang dinala pa yata namin yung lipstick na yun for this shoot in particular kasi I
Oh,
already
Wow.
talaga. Pwede ba
Effort.
i-drop,
See?
i-drop yung lipstick
Effort.
name?
lipstick
Yeah.
niya. I don't remember na what it was. It was like so long ago.
I remember that shoot. Like ang galing na ang like she bore all her outfits so well. Parang
Agree.
like
Yes.
yeah, they're all great.
And if I
Feeling it.
remember right, the pants for her were too long for the shoot. Well, I couldn't tell. And Bibo is a little taller than Gray than this. So she's standing on a box pa yata. Pero wala. So effortless, so
Yeah.
beautiful. And
So yung
they would
dynamic
meet.
nila as a couple, diba, na mas assertive si Isabel because she's the boss and you can really tell
Yeah.
from the cover. So, I love it.
Yeah, correct.
I think
Galing
I think we
nila.
have a thing where we just like it when the woman is looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi it's
Oo.
like, yes, I own this shot.
Mm-mm.
Like ganon.
Mm.
Kasi
This
it's
boy is
usually
an accessory.
yeah. Diba, like the woman is
I will
looking at the
use
camera
him.
and the guy is looking at her. It's like, yes, of course.
Super.
Ayan. Okay.
Yun.
Thanks, Bianca.
Thank you.
Carla, next.
Hi. So I chose actually medyo nag-cheat ako. May a couple of my choices are series, yung book series and the way they come together. But first, yung first choice ko for favorite romance class book cover is No Two Ways ni Chiyu Rodriguez.
Wait,
Wait, you
something's
gotta
wrong
see
with
you
my
gotta
ano.
see her in her full glory.
Wait, sorry.
Go
Nawala na
girl.
naman. Wait. Sige, go. Talk ka lang muna.
Sige, I'll talk about the cover. So, medyo biased ako kasi ako yung gumawa ng lettering for it. But, oh my God, when I tell you, it's the sexiest romance class cover photo and shoot that we've done kasi the lighting is like softer and moodier.
There it is.
And look at the way the hands are placed on Gab. It does everything. It's so beautiful. And parang gusto ko na front and center talaga si Gab in this cover. So parang there's no doubt about what the book contains. And yung hand lang in front is so subtle and so beautiful. Okay. I would just say, medyo ganito yung tinatry ni Bridgerton gawin sa new edition niya ng covers. But this works better for me because it's contemporary. And because ang gaganda nila. Like in general. Like,
Kahit half
it
lang
tells
ng
you
face,
everything.
diba?
Yes.
You're
You don't
like, they're
Yes.
gorgeous.
even see their eyes. And yet, like, ang ganda-ganda. Yes, the billboard shoot.
The billboard shoot.
The ultimate, the ultimate.
Kasi pwede siya sa
Exactly,
EDSA
Jay.
Guadalupe.
Oo.
Yeah.
In full color, in full size. Like, yes, Chi. Ang galing-galing mo talaga, buisit ka. You did it. It's so beautiful.
Century to the super. May mouth acting at saka hand acting. Yan.
Oo. Kasi tinan mo si Gio on the upper right. Like yung the way he kind of leans in. It's so subtle, but it's so sexy.
Parang he's
Kasi
smelling her
parang
hair.
nag-whisper lang. Oo. Si Rachel, like, a whisper lang and her hand barely there, pero like, she's there. Tapos naka-red lipstick pa si Rachel. Ano ba yun? Sino ba nag-shoot nito? Oh my gosh. Okay, tapos yung next choice ko is yung Backstage Pass series ni Tara.
Ah?
Um,
Sino yun, Char? Who that?
so yeah,
Love.
so for Scandalized and Play It By Ear, both designed by Shai San Jose. Tama ba, Tara?
Yeah, the illustrations were by Shai, and
Hmm.
then the layout is by me.
Ayun. Uy, ganda, Tara. I love, okay, I love this because it's an example of how to do an illustrated cover. It's dynamic kasi in a way that tells you exactly what you're going to get into. It's the world of K-pop. It's shiny, it's colorful, it's bright. Exactly. It's Backstage Pass is love. And yung I like the text in the back then kasi the media plays like a huge role in the series. And yung the way the two covers come together pa with a bright pink and then the yellow na hindi masakit sa mata. It's so
Oops!
good. Hindi siya nagka-clash. It works well together. And like mahina lang yung Korean reading powers ko right now. Pero like I'm sure Tara knows exactly kung ano yung nakasulat dun sa background. Like Michino like crazy
Yeah, actually, Mitsin yung
something
chocolate is,
something.
do you want to die? Tas it's a
Oh,
slur. It's a bad word.
yeah.
Parang crazy bee.
Parang kaloka kang babae ka. Parang ganun.
Oo. Do you want to
And
die? Ganyan.
tapos it's something na parang if you don't read Korean, hindi mo siya maintindihan. Pero if you do, like, may extra layer of shit, me, that's exactly what you're gonna get. A K-pop book before K-pop books were a thing. Ah, so good. I know, it's the water. I don't know kung ano meron sa tubig ko tonight, pero apparently. Yun.
Ayan, I just want to say pala, Shai is in the chat. Hi, Shai.
Hi,
She's the
Shai!
one.
Ganda
She's
na
the one who
gawa mo.
She's the one who did the
Good
illustrations
job,
for
Shy.
Good job, Shai.
backstage pass.
May
Super.
panga-action.
Super
Of
love.
course.
And I
I
think
love it.
I think na nakwento ko na to before nung sa Twitter or something. Nung nagpagawa ako nitong Yiwan cover, displayed by ear cover. The first design study, medyo ano siya, yung botones ng polo niya medyo mataas. Tapos I told her,
Shai.
can you undo one more button? Kasi I want to see
Diba?
more chest.
Oo. Sabi nga ni Chanel, parang take off one more accessory. In a guy's case, it's a button. Yun.
Ayun.
My final choice, but not my last, kasi marami talaga akong like gusto na romance class covers, is yung Flare collection.
Yep, wait. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So, if I remember right, the Flare books, si Miles din yung nag-design.
Yes, nice.
And it's interesting because it really does remind me of yung mga older category, I would say category romance, like yung mga, ano yun, Harlequin Presents, mga Harlequin Desire, mga ganon, except it's our own branding. And I love the use of the color in the background na parang, it's really just a color, but for me, it's so effective in portraying the emotions in the book. And the poses are always so intimate, which I love so much. Because it's usually always a close shot. Na parang, yung hand on the face, like, what is that? nakaka parang, sana ako rin tinitignan ng ganyan. Diba parang, yun yung feels na na-evoke niya. Tapos, of course, yung si
Yes.
Project Saving Noah, wala nang t-shirt si Noah. So, like, I like the way that the covers work well together, but then but still work completely separate, like completely apart. And I think it's down to the way Miles designed the branding of the Flare books that make them seem that make them seem very mature, very adult, but still intimate and sweet and fun. So yun. Oh my god,
Miles,
the occupational
the occupational
hazard.
hazard.
The cover that launched, I don't know, a thousand
Yes,
problems that you
I'm
never
so sorry,
expected.
Miles. I'm
Where's
so
it
sorry
naman?
you had
We
to
all
go through
enjoy
that.
the
Charot.
results. We all enjoy the results naman. So yun, that's
Ta-
me.
okay. So next is Tanya. Tanya, you're on mute.
I'm here. Sorry. I'm on mute. I was laughing
You're
too
next.
hard. I was like, I better take my audio out.
Tanya, your favorite Romance Plus covers.
Yes, my favorite romance cast covers. Are you gonna?
Yeah, this is the first one you said.
Yeah, this is not a mistake because Carla and I chose the same. Because I also really love this cover for more or less the same reasons. The photo is like was really. I mean, they're not even kissing or anything, but it just looks really hot and steamy, and you know what's gonna, it's a high heat level book, and yeah, it's just so well put together. I love it so much. So yeah, that's one
Okay.
of my favorite. That's one of my favorite covers. And this is "Don't Tell My Mother" by Bridget Bautista, which is also, the thing I love. This is a YA book, by the way, and it's um FF. What do you call it? FF or WW? I'm not sure, but
Pareho yata.
it's
WLW ata the other term, but
yeah.
it's the same.
So yeah, it's FF. It's YA, and it's so funny. I actually also really love the book, and the thing I like with when some covers are like they're so clever. Like when you're reading them in the middle of reading, you're like, wait. And then you have to go back to the cover and look at it again. That's what happened with
Mm.
me here because I didn't actually understand the cover when I first started reading it. And then, like, I think halfway through, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. So good job, Miles. So that's one of my favorite romance class covers. That one and No Two Ways again, super hot.
And okay, thanks guys. I'm going to show naman the covers that the people chose for dun sa survey. So I'm gonna flash some covers that they chose, and then you can also react to it if you want. So one of the more popular more popular ang tawag dito cover collections is um
Yeah.
Romance Plus Flicker.
Yes. Flicker.
I think one of the things na they appreciated about this is how it looks like an actual collection. Parang flare din, 'di ba? Kasi talagang
Mm.
brinand natin siya in that way. And then
Mm.
the MCs are like front and center. And then usually sa back cover, we have the MC and the LI. So, yeah. So that's one of the favorites. And then the next one wait, sorry. The next
Yes.
one
Nandiyan na
next
Champion.
one
naman
is
siya.
if the dress fits. Ang nag may nag-vote ng new and then may nag-vote ng old. So I put it
Ay,
together na. So you can
grabe.
see so you can see the evolution of of the book covers din. So ano pa ba? Wait, sorry. The next one is okay. This is
Yes.
Oh.
the series the Lakambini in the Lakambini universe. So Waiting in the Wings, Like Nobody's Watching, and Keeping Miss Kalila. All
Can
done
I
by
just
Miles Tan.
Yes,
Okay.
Miles. Can I just say na ito isa pa to na parang you look at the books individually and they are their own cover. But when you see them together, parang, ay, wow, they work well, like really well together. Na, bakit ngayon ko na napansin yun? Pero yeah. Anyway, they're so nice together. May isa pang kulang pero,
Yeah, oo.
I'm
May isa
sure
pang
you'll get there.
ano na natin, i-park lang natin siya sandali. Kasi ne- lalabas din yan eventually. Anyway,
Oh, lalabas. In
anyway,
his own time.
in his own time, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So next one is these three illustrated covers were mentioned. So This is Ines Bautista Yao's All That Glitters, Ghost of a Feeling by Celestine Trinidad, and From the Heart by Georgette Gonzalez, Agay Lanera, Chris Mariano, CP Santi, J3, and Ines Bautista Yao. Actually, the From the Heart one, sobrang na-appreciate ko siya. When I first saw
Mm.
it, sobrang wow.
Mhm.
Ang galing ng pagkagawa. Kasi
Mm.
um, you know that it's a probinsya romance, diba? I mean, you don't see the
Oo.
people. I mean, you see somebody, you see a picture there of a silhouette of a couple. But yung highlight niya yung mga places
Mm.
yung mga places dun sa mga probinsya na pinuntahan or mga probinsya na featured in the story. Tapos the
Mm.
postcards shaped like a heart. Sobrang cute.
Ang
Wala lang.
cute nun. Oo, ang galing.
Nice
Gusto ko
touch.
rin yung si Ghost of a Feeling. It I think it's perfect for what the book contains.
Yes.
With the darkness and the stars and the Nathan reaching out for for Chris and anyway, it's so beautiful and it's dark then. I mean dark siya in a sense na um you can already tell that this book is going to deal with some things. Pero maganda siya. Maganda talaga siya. And I don't know if sadya to ni Miles, pero like I'm getting Red String of Fate vibes from yung lettering and
Yeah.
yung the way it's looped around his hand. Anyway, yan. Ganda,
That's
Miles.
correct. Yes, milestone everybody. Char.
Yeah. A round of
Okay.
applause for Miles.
Ayan. Okay, the next one is it's a collection of photo covers naman na iba-iba yung models. So, somebody said fairy tale fail, somebody said what kind of day, and then somebody said also songs to your beat. Actually, yung playlist ni Jay, I really like the covers for that kasi nga, 'di ba? You can see all the members of Trainman. So
Mm-mm.
parang alam mong pinagtabi-tabi mo siya, parang alam ganun din, they
Parang
belong
photo
together.
cards. They look
Oh,
like
yes.
photo
Collect
cards,
them
though,
all.
no? The way that you can put them together. Collect them all, read them one by
Yan.
one.
Also, the cover ng Fairy Tale Fail, I love that photo of Gab and Gio kasi
Gian Gab, yeah.
how sweet, di ba?
Sobra. It's very,
Kinilig.
it's very cute. It's office romance talaga yung dating sa. Like, it's so sweet.
Oo nga na, yung outfit ni Gio. Mukha ngang
Oo.
office.
Yeah, kasi yung parang
Ah,
they look like a
tama. Oo
couple.
nga.
They look like a couple na parang nagko-commute ka tapos makikita mo sila tapos parang sana all. Parang ganun.
Sabi ko na.
Parang wala lang. It's so nice. And yung I love the way na parang naka-loop yung hair ni Gab in front. It's so
Yes, oo. Ayan, Paolo said, dapat may photo cards yung playlist series. O, Jay, alam mo na
Agree.
gagawin mo.
Jay.
Homework
I mean,
Do you know?
Jay
Homework bigla.
organized shoots talaga for each of them. Like,
Yes, that's
for each of the
Yeah.
books, may photo shoot talaga for each. So,
Different
So
levels of
maraming
stress for each.
outtakes we can use.
Oh,
Yes.
dami kang material.
this is why I had to put
Photo
cover,
cards.
I had to put photos even sa back ng books.
Yes.
Kasi sayang
naman
ang daming
ano.
pictures. So I'm like, yeah, let's put 2 pictures of,
Oo.
That's
Sayang
actually
naman yung
why-
pictures, Jay. Pakinabangan mo na, binayaran mo naman.
Actually,
Oo.
recently, a lot of the book designs I've been doing, may pictures ako sa likod. It's because sayang yung pictures kasi it's like,
Right.
you do a photo shoot and there's like several and you want to use them, all of them.
We have a new option now for Romance Class book.
Yes,
Yes,
step back.
Right.
Step
The
back.
step back cover. I'm so excited.
Ayan.
The possibility.
Pwede nang magamit yung ibang pictures.
Oo.
Ayan.
Yung mga nasa folder mo lang. Ay, cute, pero hindi mo ginamit.
Yeah. Ayun. So that's the yun yung mga sagot ng mga tao dun sa survey ng mga favorite nila na romance class covers. Now, let's move on to non-romance class book covers naman. What are your favorite romance book covers and why do you like them? So, we'll start with Bianca again.
Okay. So, yung first choice ko was A Princess in Theory ni Alyssa Cole. So, yun. Here we go. It's loading. Yan. So I love the colors here. The dress is so
Damn.
amazing. Actually, yung series na to, the dresses that they used for the covers were really nice kasi para may
Mm,
African
And
yes.
specially
it
made for the covers, if I remember
yeah.
right.
Talaga? Oh my
Love.
goodness,
Yeah,
kaya
kasi
pala.
pwede yun.
Just saying.
Just
Carla,
saying.
oh.
And also na parang I also like that they use darker skinned models also
Mm.
for the
Mm-mm.
series. So I think it's really beautiful that way. Second ko naman si Senny ni Rebecca
Rebecca.
Witherspoon. Yeah. So again, I love na it looks so fun, so summery. The colors are very pop and very soft in the eyes, pero parang sassy din, which really suits Senny in this book. Tapos finally, I chose Perv by Dakota Gray. So, itong cover kasi parang, okay, you
Ooh.
know what you're getting, right? It's a high heat book. A filth novel. It really is kind of filthy. And then the book, the cover delivers your expectation. So, when we talk about books that tell you what's inside, this is one example. Yun. But
Gusto ko
done in
rin
a
na
way
yung
na,
title is There Twice. Di ba?
oo, kasi
Like,
very pervy siya.
just in
Kaya
case
talaga
hindi mo na
sinabi
get
niya, a
what's
filth,
In case you
inside.
a
missed it the
filth
first
novel.
time.
In case you missed it the first time, this is what the book is about, ha? I love it.
Okay. Um, Mina said on all levels. On all, ayan. Okay, Carla next.
Walang takas. Okay. I chose, ano nga ba yung mga pinili ko? First, The Temporary Wife Temptation ni J.C. Lee. I will say this na si Harlequin Desire. I really, really enjoy yung covers that they've come out with recently.
Yes.
Ang gaganda lang nung the way they're set up and made, and yung intimate poses are there. And so far from the ones I've read, like the cover represents the characters like pretty well. This one I love in particular, not just because it's a jawline action. Like look at Kuya's panga. It's like, yeah, tama si Denise. It's because it looks exactly like the poster for a K drama. Like the vibe
It
is perfect
does.
with a super subtle hand on the low back, and yung like
Correct.
yung sternness ni Kuya is so nice. Um, and it still has that medyo softness that the book is actually very soft, like very sweet siya. Um, the cover is actually steamier than the book, but I did not mind so much. Pero
It's fine.
yeah,
We
it's fine. It's
Can I
fine.
just say na
will allow it.
I really like na parang suplado yung, 'di ba parang suplado yung si Kuya. And then
Yes.
yung kamay niya sa pocket. That's so rude. But
It's
also
so
so nice.
cold K drama hero that
As
I
a
melt my
complete
heart.
bitch for truth, like I appreciate this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
parang okay,
that
let
is
me put in
that
the
is it.
minimal effort of my hand on your back. Pero
Yes,
tense yung
that's
jaw niya.
yes.
Yeah.
I like how we can basically, read so much into the whole
Diba?
in one photo.
Diba?
That's
Kaya it's
why
so
it's
Diba?
important.
important.
Exactly.
Ayan, okay, next.
Next. Okay. You
Oh.
had me at Hola ni Alexis Daria. Oh gosh. It's so pretty. Okay, this is art by Bo Feng Lin. He is a Vietnamese, Chinese. I'm not sure. He lives in Germany, and he also did the new cover for the same series. A lot like Adios. And this style is so nice to me because it is illustrated without sacrificing the intimacy, the characters, and because this one in particular is set while they're shooting a telenovela. Sobrang sobrang perfect ng kilay ni Kuya. Yeah, the way the eyebrow is just arched a particular way, and then mahaba yung eyelashes, and the curl in the hair, like it Sora reminds me of like my only reference for Mexican telenovela is Jane the Virgin, so which the book is kind of based on. So it's very that. Did I enjoy the book as much as I enjoyed the cover? No, pero it really hooked me. The
Oh my
cover
god.
like just hooked me like day one. The day I saw it, like I want to read it. End of story.
Actually parang ang ganda niya i-frame, 'di ba? Parang tas like this pop art
Diba?
feel,
art
yeah.
art
Yes.
talaga yung dating niya. And
And
if you look
it's
at the background, parang it's really just a circle and a few branches. Pero because the model the characters are so vividly drawn, parang it
Mm-mm.
doesn't matter.
I
Tapos
like how
talagang
it's
sila
like
yung center of the ano.
so bright and colorful, pero hindi siya masakit sa mata.
Yeah, warm yung
Alam mo
Yes.
ano,
yan?
Oo.
And
It has
also
all the right colors.
and it'll stand, and it's actually a very unique cover. Like you don't really see any other covers that look like
Mm-mm.
it. Like if you see it, like you know what it is. You know
Mm.
what book it is once you've seen it once.
See a lot like Adios. Si Kuya naka-white t-shirt. Tapos parang ang naalala ko, medyo 90s naman yung dating niya na nakakatuwa. Na same artist, which I appreciated. So parang nagkaroon talaga ng branding yung series because the artist's style is so distinct, which is what I enjoyed. Oo, yung gradation pa sa letters. It's so subtle, pero like, it just makes the cover pop. And I think it's I think a huge factor of why this book was so successful is because the covers are just so good. Is all I will say about it.
Okay, next.
That's yun. Olivia Dade, spoiler alert. This one was made by Lenny Kaufman. And I love it so much because of the illustration of the main character. Hindi ko masyado na-understand tong suit get-up ni Kuya. Si Kuya in the Game of Thrones, but not actually Game of Thrones. I'm not allowed to say it's Game of Thrones. But yeah.
Maybe they were trying to avoid the copyright lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure,
he
I'm
was
sure.
supposed to be Greek, 'di ba? Or
Yeah.
Ay, oo.
Roman,
Greek hero.
Yeah,
It's based
yeah.
on Lavinia and
Virgil.
some Virgil's Enid.
Yeah, so parang weird na
Something.
medieval.
Yeah. I think si girl is also supposed to be in costume, but I'm not sure.
Aeneas.
Aeneas and
Yeah.
ano.
Because
oo.
his okay, because his name sa book Aeneas would never.
Yeah,
Right.
book Aeneas. Yeah, that's right. Yes, ano.
Sabi ni Kat, I love the
Si
cover of
Olivia
this
Dave
and the other books.
did this thing na parang she used to have older covers for her self-published books, and then she hired Lenny Kaufman to do everything, which
Wow.
most of
Okay.
most of Olivia's characters are like older plus sized characters. So suddenly you had all of these covers with plus sized women, and I like the way na the main character is portrayed in this one in particular, kasi like, hindi siya perfect curve yung body.
Mhm.
It's such a small
Yeah.
detail, pero like may parang pag ganun yung
Oo.
size of her body. I mean, sobrang hirap ng twist na ginawa niya like in real life, pero like it's there. It's just sobrang small thing lang. Pero like I've never seen it before in a romance cover. And yung intimacy of the pose na she's kissing him, nakaka-in-love talaga.
Yeah, tsaka may feelings yung face. Come on. That's
Yes, pareho silang. They're
Yes.
both very into the motion.
She looks like she's having fun.
Yes, she's
You know,
enjoying herself
saying.
immensely.
Tsaka
She's
parang may
not
blush
like
pa siya sa
in a
cheek,
whole
diba?
other book away. Oo, like she's
Parang
blushing.
nagba-blush yung
And his
I
hand
love
is like
it.
just perfectly there. Yun, tas ang ganda niya. And sobrang hindi ko na ma-absorb right away that they're in San Francisco. Like, alam mo, it's in the back, like you can tell, but it's such a minor detail compared to all of the things that you have in the illustration itself. So again, for me, it's the perfect example. Yes, I agree, Kat. Nagagandahan ako sa work ni Lenny Kaufman. Parang she's very skilled at making a large variety of characters, which I thoroughly appreciate. Pero nga, there should be more names in this list. So yeah, yun. So talagang, I think this is another one of those books na the moment na nakita ko, parang, I want to read this. Even if it's so expensive, I want to read this. Yun.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Carla. We'll go to Tanya naman. Your favorites.
Yeah.
Again.
So again, A Princess in Theory. Remember what I said about romance covers should celebrate the couple, the romance, the love. This
Mm.
is this is so perfect. This is why I love this cover so much. I think the first time I saw it, I was just staring at it for like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, because I chose two covers. It's in the same series, mostly
Mm-hmm.
because I really like the aesthetic of the covers of that series. It's just basically attractive people dressed in fantastic clothes and perfect hair. I'm like, yeah, like, that's
All
it.
you need.
I
That's
give
all
up.
you need, right? I give up.
Show ko na ba yung second? Pakita ko na ba yung second mong choice?
Sure, sure.
Ayan.
And see, look at I
Yeah,
love
I
their
love that
clothes, and
too.
they're not
Love it.
supposed to be rich, these characters, but
Mm-mm.
their
They're
clothes
They're
stylish.
are so ang galing, diba? And look at that, the hair is perfect,
I love their
the
Yes.
expressions
attitude
in
is
this one.
perfect, the way they
Yes.
look at each other.
The
Oh,
expressions on the faces sobrang cute kasi parang the girl in the suit is like teasing the other girl. Is parang haha, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Cute lang.
I know.
Tsaka
So
grabe,
yun.
di ba, a photo shoot of queer women of color. It's,
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
di ba, wala lang. Ang galing.
Oo.
And then you
So
get very,
nice.
this is New York, right? It's
Brooklyn,
a
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah. So you kind of get like they're in the city. I mean, even that detail, like, yeah, this happens in a city. Parang, oh. So yeah, those are two of my favorite non-romance class covers. It's just I give up.
Ayan.
Diba? You
After
take the
this, what is
price.
even the
Like,
point?
I'm never gonna top that.
But just to, di ba, that we were talking about budgetan nyo yung, yung covers. This is like a trad pub spending money on a shoot and a good
Yeah.
designer. So, yun. Sana all.
Di ba siya
Yeah, and
sikat?
honestly, see Once Ghosted is a novela. So like the print book is
Mm.
is small and thin lang, pero they made the effort of doing the shoot, of paying the people, like pwede naman pala again.
Yes. Is possible.
It's possible.
I think that was
Tanong
But I
lang,
think
another
hindi
sino
ako
the
sure
real
yung
life
sila.
couple.
Yeah, I think yung real life couple is yung si
Another
si
book in the
yeah,
series.
the newer one,
Ah,
the newer one. Si
okay.
Runaway Royals.
Ayan. So I'm gonna show another batch of non-romance class books naman na we got from other people who have answered the survey. So this is the first one, which I agree.
Yes,
Oh.
agree.
So Lucy
100%.
Parker's series sobrang ganda. Kaya nga sobrang nalungkot ako when they
Yeah,
Marky.
when they changed it.
when they re-released the Act Like It book, and then yun lang yung nakalagay sa picture. Parang, ha?
Ang disappointing,
Bakit?
honestly. Oo.
Sobrang
Kasi
so I
these
really
are so
love
perfect.
this also. 'Di ba? Parang
Super.
clinch lahat, tapos ganda ng kulay, ganyan.
Mm-mm.
Yung Marky, parang for all you know, it could have been a murder in the theater.
Murder in the Theater, totoo.
Murder mystery. Oh nga.
Oo.
I think I've seen one of those.
Right?
Next naman, these are photo covers naman
Aw.
of when
Oh, I super
Dimple met
love when Dipple
Rishi.
met Rishi.
Me too.
Yeah,
Ang
I
cute
believe in the thing
nung
called
sinulat nila
love.
sa coffee.
Again, I
Yes.
do not
Saka,
read YA, but I read when
Yeah.
Dimple met Rishi just because the cover is so amazing. It's a good story, din.
yeah.
Also, so that's
Tsaka
why.
yung series na to, 'di ba? Yung series of books after this, parang halos pareho yung branding. May
Yeah, it's
Mm-mm.
it's it's so dynamic, and the characters look so alive on the cover, which I
Yeah.
love.
mhm.
Oo, I agree.
Ayan. And then
And
ayun
again,
nga,
it
I
doesn't
believe in
even
the thing
show
called
their
love.
whole face. And hindi
Yes.
kailangan. Oo.
Get the
Pero
attitude.
kita mo yung
Kita mo yung
expression sa
attitude.
face.
Yung
And
henna on the hands and the
and kita mo yung coffee, which is very important.
Yun yung importante. Okay, and then lastly, illustrated covers naman. So this
Yes!
is All the Feels by Olivia Dade, Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi, and XOXO by Axio.
All the Feels
Itong
ba
si
yung story ni
XOXO,
Alex?
named din yata yung eh.
Sorry?
Yes. All the Feels is si Alex.
Is it
the
out
second
yet?
book in the same. Not yet. I think
Ah!
November.
I have been waiting for 72 years.
Yeah. So si All the Feels is hindi pa lumalabas. Pero again, Lenny Kaufman ang gumawa. Si Axie O ang gumawa is this illustrator named Zipsy. Gypsy
Yeah.
on Instagram. And, ganda, ganda. Yung murder font lang, hindi ako fan sa top. Pero like, ang ganda.
Murder font.
Yung highlighter murder font on top. Hindi ako super fan.
Ayan. Actually, yung artist ni XOXO, I have been following them for years kasi ang ganda nga talaga ng illustrations niya, and it's nice to see
You could
their art
frame it.
in books na.
Yeah,
Oo,
you could.
Could frame it and
Yan.
put it on a wall.
And di ba the artist is parang mas sexier pa nga yung ginagawa niya usually.
Yes, oo. Steamy yung mga poster. Yung mga ginagawa niyang art from before pa. Talagang couple na nasa bed, nagkikiss, or minsan parang looking at each other lang, ganyan. Pero feel mo parang, medyo mainit. Medyo mainit dito, ganyan. So yun,
Ganda.
those are the picks naman of our viewers, readers, ganyan. Thank you guys for contributing to this stream. And now we're going to play a game.
Oh,
We are going to play a game. Ganyan. Okay, so people in the chat, you are also welcome to join. So this is a game of romance class. What if? So this is a romance class covers challenge. So what I did here is I picked some photos from romance class covers, our Instagram account at romance class covers. I picked photos from the catalog, and our panel here will be thinking of a trope and maybe a title for the possible romance class book cover. Tapos sabi ko nga kanina, ang ending nito anthology. So, ayan. So wait lang. I'm gonna show the photos. Wait. The first photo is this. Ayan. Ayan. If that's your book cover, what's the trope and what is the title? Ayan.
Are we each gonna have one, or are we all going to
No,
collectively decide?
pwede magtulungan, or ano ba? Hindi naman kasi baka mamaya magtagal tayo na sobra. Ayan.
May childhood friends to lovers vibe sila for me.
Yes.
So, diba? Because parang
Oo.
medyo leapfrog ang dating.
Oo. Tumbang preso.
Talaga friends to lovers, ano?
Ano yung jumping on top?
mag-8-8.
Luksong
Luksong
baka.
baka.
Yun. Tumbang
I
preso.
don't know what that
Deep in
is.
my
Ano
heart,
yan?
mga ganun.
Oo. Pero
Childhood,
Baka
not
parang
just-
leapfrog din.
you're hot
Not
na,
just
oh,
friends to, childhood friends to lovers, ganon.
Yeah, your childhood friend is hot suddenly.
Bridge
Back
said,
ride or
Ride or
die.
die.
Tapos laging sundo ni Kuya si Te pag late sa office.
Oo.
May motor si
Murder,
Kuya.
Bridge.
Oo.
Inisip pa si
Ay, guys.
Kuya ang cast driver.
Pero
When he
pareho
said friends
silang
to lovers na pareho
chismoso.
sila.
Parehong
I like.
Yun yung bonding nila, chismis.
Oo, chismis. Tapos yung pala sila na yung pinagchichismis ng tao.
Oh, I think that's the title na. Do you want to know a secret? Oh, Paolo said, you put the shoe in shoulder.
Oh my God.
No!
Dapat si Paolo tsaka si Bridge yung dito.
Actually,
Commentary. Comment.
she says, Mina, my God, this shoot. Oo, this is the first romance class cover shoot. Tapos outdoors pa. Nag-illusion tayo ng outdoors kasi, pero mahirap pa lang
We're so young, we
logistics.
didn't know.
Ayan.
The
Tama.
pang-shoot.
Ayan. Okay, may naisip
One
ako.
of the-
Friends to lovers
what-
na pala, no?
Yeah. Tapos Kwande, I'm also thinking na they're like childhood friends. Tapos he sees her parang she has a what do you call that? Yung
A glow
parang
up.
nagbago siya. Like suddenly she's dressing more sexily na. But si
Yes.
boy is like wala lang, he just looks at her like she's still the same person na hindi mo na siya napansin.
Ah,
Wala lang, may ganyan.
parang
Why?
ano,
What's
it
wrong?
doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter to him what
It's
he
like,
wears.
do you
What
notice
she wears.
anything? Eh? Like, kinda.
Nakakainis. Do you notice anything? Tas wala. Nakakainis.
Sakit.
Pero yun pala deep inside.
Yeah, kasi he's always found her beautiful naman eh. That's why, kahit ano pang suot niya, it's like, eh? Why? Something new, I don't notice anything. Ganon.
Okay. Next photo. Tada!
Ano pwede pa
What
yung
is-
murder?
What is the trope?
They're
What is the
solving a
cozy-
murder together.
Cozy mystery romance.
Cozy
Para silang
mystery romance.
detective. Detective Jeff,
Oo.
tapos si...
Gusto ko si Rachel yung murder. He's
suspect.
suspecting Rachel of murder.
Oo.
And
The
she's
murder
like,
happened
and
she's
down
so
sa
bubbly
studio.
and
Kasi
Parang in love ako sa kanya. What?
I must be strong and not fall in love with my
Yeah.
number one suspect.
My number one suspect.
Para kasi, ito sabi ni Kat, ano yung trope na sweet na si isa masungit?
Grumpy
sunshine and
sunshine.
Oo.
Grumpy
Sunshine.
Oo.
Which I am also a bitch for.
Nina said, student council reaction. Right?
Pwede.
I love that.
Gusto ko when
Ayan.
naka-colors
Grumpy
pa
sunshine sabi
sila.
ni si Zed. Oo, kasi kita mo nga yung message masungit si Jeff dito. And then, Rachel is like, haha, parang ang cheerful niya.
Yeah.
Sun and Moon, sabi ni Chi.
Sun
Pero
and
bet
Moon,
yung
yeah,
student
yun
council.
din. Gusto ko bet ko nga yung student council. Pero college,
Ang
para mas mataas yung stake.
College, yes. Oo.
Oo.
Parang sila running for student council president. Ganyan.
Yes. Sila lang yung may pake. Sila lang yung totoo may pake. Everyone else parang, okay, vote.
Bridge.
Yun,
Full
Bridge.
movie detective. Tapos si Sunbe na sawa na sa buhay.
like
Very,
Jeff has seen things, ganon.
ano yung pangalan ng show ni David Tennant and ni Olivia Colman? Yung exactly yan yung trope
Broadchurch.
Broadchurch. Oo, hindi sila. Pero yun,
Broadchurch
that's
but hotter.
Oo.
Bago
Broadchurch,
si
pero
Rachel bago si Rachel sa presinto, ganon.
Oo.
Tapos siya yung partner niya si Jeff.
Who's
Gusto ko din, ganda. Gusto ko yun.
He's seen some things.
Ayan. Okay, next.
Are we
Ay,
making
sila
them
ba
all murder mysteries? Because I like this. I like this
Someone has
game.
to write.
May additional si Bridge.
Nagpaturo
Yung nagpapaturo
mag-xerox.
ng mag-xerox si Rachel. Nagreklamo na for 1 hour.
Bigyan nyo nga ng link sa StreamYard si Bridge. Pag-join na lang natin. She can
Para
take
di
my
siya
place.
Hindi na siya mapagod mag-type. Anyway,
Oo nga.
this is the next photo. Ayan. What do you think?
Parang
I like Jeff's
parang,
shirt here.
parang bookworm and a boho artist guy thing.
Yeah. Ano, it's actually very that kind of guy for me. Yung book ni Mina. Ganun na
Oo
ganun yung
nga.
dating. No?
I'm thinking they met at a destination wedding. Kaya naka-holiday clothes si boy.
Pwede.
Tapos-
Destination wedding. How I Met Your
How I
Lola.
Met Your Lola.
Oh my God.
Grabe, Chi. YA pero yung parents yung nasa cover.
Correct.
Something
Cafe.
Ayan na. That's the anthology.
Yep, that's it.
Tropical Thunder.
Tropical
Tapos
Thunder.
stranded sa storm in an island. Pero hindi bully yung guy ha. Bait yan.
But yarn. Nakangiti naman siya eh. Kaya alam
Oo,
mo,
nakangiti
mabait.
naman siya. Oo. Gusto ko yung destination wedding. Bagay na siya. Tapos naka-white pa si Rachel.
Mm-mm.
Cute. Okay, anyway.
The feeling ko kasi she's not wearing island clothes. Feeling ko she was stranded there. She was just supposed to like she was like dropping something off for her boss who's like the
Or
maid of honor or
destination
something.
wedding.
And then she gets stuck there
Pero,
kasi may storm ganon.
pero she lives in that island sa destination kung saan naganap yung
She
destination
works.
wedding. Oo, she
Yeah.
works there sa
Yeah.
resort, ganyan. Oh,
Pwede siyang wedding planner. Long
long-suffering
suffering best
best
friend.
friend ng isang closing. Long-suffering
Totoo,
best
long suffering.
Si
Sobrang
Jeff, kaya
long
I'm so over
suffering.
it. I'm so over it, pero actually in love na ako.
When will you realize that I love you?
Oo.
Mm.
tourist si
Gusto ko
girl,
yung
local si
tourist
guy.
and local. Para may
Yes,
conflict
yes.
na right away.
Oo, kasi aalis
Story
na, di ba?
girl.
Alis, pag uwi na
Mhm.
siya, paano na? Okay, next. Next.
Oh,
Isa
What
pa
is
tong
the
ano
trope?
eh.
younger sister and my kuya's best friend.
Oo. Very that. Oo.
Oh my
Diba?
God, it's
Na lagi akong ina-Alaska, pero one day,
But it's love, Chas.
but
But
it's
it's
But it's
love.
love.
actually love.
Mm-mm.
It's a
Done.
trope.
Ano kaya expression ni girl?
Ay, gusto ko yon Iggy.
Cute nga eh.
Sabi,
Sakto.
exactly.
I
So,
mean,
best
height
friend,
gap is a thing.
kuya's best friend.
People
Oo,
like.
di ba? The height difference. Wala lang. Yung height
Yung extra squeal eh. That's what it is.
Kasi yung height difference, hindi ko talaga kinakaya. Okay.
May
Si Kuya
special
yung
feeling.
naka-call correct way.
Yes.
Mm.
Tama. That's the only way. Char. Ayan. Okay. Next. Next. Oh,
Yeah.
Ay?
Mhm.
Medyo spicy eh. Diba? May
Chi,
pagka-spicy.
wag
All
ka
of a
magulo,
sudden,
Chi.
I'm shy.
Napagalitan.
Wait,
So,
Bridge said
nagsumag, ano?
something. Pwedeng overly complex type. Saan ba to, Bridge? Kay ano ba dito? Fred tsaka kay Vanya. Complex type na story. Small girl.
Small
BDE,
girl
and
BDE.
the guy is a soft one. Bonus if sports romance. Oh. Sports
This could be a
romance.
sports romance.
It's
Yeah.
it's exactly kiss and cry. Diba?
What's the name nga of the guy here? Basta si Cora yung
This-
girl.
Nagkatabi
Oo,
sa
si
bus.
Nagkatabi lang sa
AJ.
ba? AJ. AJ and
Point
Cora.
guard.
Bridge. Sige, may feelings ako sa mga point guard.
Very specific.
Oh my God. Okay.
Isn't that the role they give the shortest person on the
Usually, the point guards are small. Oo, talaga. Kasi they're the,
See,
basta
I know about a sport. I know a
You know a sport.
so proud of myself.
You know a
Sports ball.
sports, Tanya. Good job.
I know a
Yes,
sport.
Sports ball.
Wait.
Sports
Okay.
ball game.
Meron na ba tayo dito? Wala pa. Wait lang. Magkatabi
Wala
sa
pa.
bus. Yun yung
I'm sorry, I
Pero
look at their
ako pa.
sneakers and I see sports romance.
Pwede
Wala lang.
pareho silang captain ng mga UAAP teams nila.
Uy.
Sports pa din.
Uy.
Naipit na tayo
Pwede.
sa sports romance.
Pwede. Tapos they
Paolo
meet at
says
the
two
party
dancers.
Two
after.
dancers. Ano
Two
tawag dun sa
dancers.
step up? Step up.
Two dancers pero magkaiba yung style.
Oo.
Kasi
Ah.
yung suot ni AJ looks like wala akong maisip the term. Parang
I don't
Na-distract ka ba sa
know
sweater
dancing.
niya?
ballet
Kaya
tama
na.
na.
Lord. Mhm.
Whew. Bridge says, con artist tapos kala ni kuya na-snatchan niya si ate. Pero na-snatch
Again, we are back to crime. Sabi ko na nga ba eh. Ito na yung anthology.
Bakit tayo napupunta sa crime?
Crime, romance.
That's just where our
Guys, I've
brain
been
is
on a
at the
crime
moment.
readings binge the past couple of months, okay? Do not test me.
Let's go.
Okay, next photo.
Pickpocket.
Ayun
Yeah!
po,
Oops.
buwisit yan.
Oh.
Yan. Ito na.
This is very autumn
Contemporary romance for
feels.
sure. Oo, oo.
Mm.
Ano,
What is the trope for
naglalakad.
this?
Ah,
Ano, pinadala sa Vienna
Sudden
para
economic.
sumundo ng painting. Char.
assistant siyang lola.
Assistant ng mayaman.
Yamanin silang dalawa.
Jason, bakit mukhang engaged na sila agad-agad?
Ayan, yung fake dating trope. Fake married
Oh,
trope.
fake dating. Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Pwede.
Yeah, exactly. Tapos
And they're like
tapos
having too much fun.
in a foreign
inipopound
country
nila.
kasi naka long sleeve si Gab. So parang
Oo.
hindi siya logical in the Philippines.
Gusto ko yung crop dito sa upper right nung kasi tawag dito, nakafocus doon sa mukha nila. And yung mukha kasi ni Gab parang kilig na kilig siya.
Oo. Tapos na naman si Gio, parang sige, intensan mo pa, kamay pa lang yan.
Ang Gavin Gio covers talaga.
Ang intense ni Gio tumingin dito and everywhere. And everywhere!
Oo.
And everywhere.
True.
Grabe naman kung fake yan, Chos. I mean,
exactly, Chi. Exactly.
he's good at what he does. Ganyan.
Yeah.
Sa Baguio,
Sa
sabi ni
Baguio.
Nina.
Pwede
Oh my God, may
ka.
bago na naman si Paolo.
Bakit puro cry?
Oh my God. Bakit may kamatis dapat? Ay!
Ito yung production designer.
Where did that come from?
Oh my God.
Ayoko na. Pagod na ako. Pagod na ako, Paolo.
Dito, Paolo, ikaw na mag-take over. Bigay mo sa kanya yung link.
Paolo.
Pasok.
Mag-out na kami.
Kaya na, magdadalawang oras na kami dito. Sub.
Okay. Okay, next. Gio ulit.
Na naman.
Intense din.
Ito
may twist
medyo,
din.
medyo drama. Oo.
Gusto ko ng yung my favorite, Hurt Comfort.
Yeah.
Hurt
comfort.
Oh my God,
Yes.
she's suspected of murdering her husband.
Murder!
Tapos, tapos si Gio yung detective.
Officer did not kill my husband.
Who is very unprofessional, apparently.
Like, who cares about ethics?
Oh my God.
Tapos, officer, I don't feel safe tonight. The murderer might come back. will you stay and
I will
Nagalit
protect
na.
you.
Nagalit na si Chi. Bakit daw wala pang bumibili itong picture na to? Live selling pala.
Yes.
Live selling pala to.
Sinumula nyo na eh.
Live selling.
Ayan, may stories na go by.
Pamain.
Live
Ay,
selling
nalang
pala to
po
ng
sa
romance
chat.
class covers.
May romance mystery naman, 'di ba? I mean,
bodyguard romance daw. Very
Bodyguard,
good.
pwede.
Yung bisig.
Oo. The important part. Bisig.
I love it.
Ayoko na.
ayoko na.
Pagod na ako.
The protect and serve.
Hindi pa ako umiinom nito.
Kung ayaw nyo ng
I'm sorry.
kung ayaw nyo ng sports romance, pwede rin police tsaka waitress. Pwede rin yung
Oo,
title
pwede
na
rin.
yun.
Protect and
Ay, maganda
serve.
yan.
Serve.
Very ang probinsyano.
Hindi ko kaya ang probinsano bigla.
No, pero talaga, if we're going with the bodyguard thing, she could be like, the governor or mayor na her life is in danger, Chas.
Mm,
She gives off very
Oh,
like I am a powerful woman
Mayora.
vibes.
Mayora
correct.
Yes,
vibes.
Ito
parang
na makeup
ganun.
din.
President's daughter. Anong tawag doon? Chasing Liberty, yung yung theme.
So yun.
Okay. Okay, this is the last photo. The last photo.
Meow.
Ay, cute yan. YA. YA.
YA yan, YA.
Why bigla?
Tapos like yung title sa like, Now That I Found You. Ganon. Like a Carly Rae Jepsen song in book cover form.
Like,
So YA. Pero ano troll?
Isa pa to,
Friends to
dapat may
lovers
bumili
din.
na. Pamay na lang sa
Pamay.
chat.
Oo, ganda din
Bilhin nyo
yan.
na.
Totoo.
Yes, Jay, ang cute. I really
Parang
love
ano, they
seeing
were
Smile
apart for the
here.
longest time, but now they're
Oh my God,
together.
LDR?
LDR?
LDR
Yes.
na YA?
Oh, oo. Yung ano,
Saan sila
yung hindi
nagkakilala?
sila
Sa
the same school
TikTok?
before, tapos biglang magka-blockmate sila in college. Wow!
Ah,
Now that I found you nga talaga.
Di ba?
the proposal.
Uy, Denise and Fair, cute title yan.
proposal.
Akala ko LDR sila kasi TikToker sila pareho. Doon sila nagkakilala.
Yun lang
Pero
sila
yung
my
isa,
God,
nag-
pwede rin.
yung isa nasa Maynila, tapos yung isa nasa somewhere else. Tapos yung nila, yung first meeting nila naka-document sa TikTok.
In fairness, ang dami ng gano'n na.
Because kids do that, 'di ba?
Yep.
These days,
Aw.
talagang yun. Anyway, yan. So that's the last photo. Thank you for playing, guys. And thank you for the very, very amusing
Good job sa audience.
Thank you, audience. Mas magaling pa kayo
Listen,
sa amin.
may pahabol si
Participation.
Chi. Kababata na lumipat nung bata pa sila, tapos nagkita sila ulit sa Maynila nung high school.
Nung high school. Correct. Exactly. Yun yung vibe.
Flicker.
Flicker.
Flicker. Oh, Flicker nga yung vibe. Pwede. And thank you guys for playing. Oo nga, mas magaling pa sila sa atin. Ayan.
Diba?
Online classmates who bonded online lang.
Oh.
2021
Oh.
love.
Cute.
Tapos yung
Gusto ko rin
vaccinated
yun.
na sila both.
Oh.
Oh,
Sana
how
all.
romantic.
kaya ganun sila mag-hug. Kasi like,
Oo. Finally.
it's been years.
Oh.
Ayan. Okay. Well, we're done. We're done. That's the last part of our program tonight. Thank you guys for tawag dito for joining us in this stream. For making the chat very alive and
Lively.
interactive. Ayan.
And much more
mag-announce-
clever.
Correct. Mag-announcement lang muna ako. So in October we're going to be having the first romance class read along. Like we said on Twitter, the book featured for the first read along will be a hit level 4 book na to be released pa lang. So
Init
if you
agad.
want
Woo!
if you want in on it, please tawag dito, please tune in for more details. Punta kayo sa Romance Class BKS on Twitter and Romance Class Books on Instagram to know what you should do to get advanced reader copies for that book. And then of course, we're having Kilig Pop Festival, which is Fields Fest 2021 on October 23rd. That's a Saturday, 4 p.m. Philippine time. Sa Twitch naman tayo niyan magkikita-kita. So, it's a K-pop inspired Fields Fest. So, take out your light sticks and everything. Mag-fangirl tayo lahat over our books. Ayan. Ayun. Yes, Jay, October na. I can't believe it
Yeah.
either.
What
It's
a
true.
time.
Unfortunately, it's true.
Ayan. Yun. So, thank you again, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Bianca, Carla, and Tanya for your candidness, for the tea and the laughter for tonight. Thank you guys sa mga nanonood. Please don't forget to like the stream before you go. And ayun, happy weekend.
Happy weekend,
Happy-
everyone.
Happy weekend,
Happy
guys.
weekend, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.